Chapter 13 Fun with Magnets. Have you seen how a crane picks up pieces of iron from huge heaps of waste materials? A crane has a long hand with a big block at the end of which a huge magnet is attached. When this big block is lowered over the heap of waste materials, iron pieces stick to it and are moved away easily. Also, some pin holders and locks contain magnets. When you put pins in a pin holder, they stick to the central rod that contains a magnet. In certain boxes fitted with magnetic locks, if the lid is left slightly open, it shuts automatically. Magnet is a piece of iron, nickel or cobalt that can attract iron-containing objects. This property of magnets is called magnetism. The word magnet originated from a Greek word magnos lithos that means lodestone or leading stone, as the magnets are used to determine the directions. How magnets were discovered. There are many legends about the discovery of magnets. Most commonly known is that of an elderly shepherd named Magnus, who lived in a place called Magnesia, in northern Greece about 4,000 years ago. Once Magnus was herding his sheep and goats in the nearby mountains. The nails in his shoes and the metal tip of his stick got stuck to the large black rock on which he was standing. He had to pull hard to free his stick from the rock. It seemed as if the stick was being attracted by the rock. The rock was a natural magnet and the stick was attracted to it. It is said that this is how natural magnets were discovered. Such rocks were given the name magnetite, perhaps after the name of that shepherd. Magnetite contains iron. Some people believe that magnetite was first discovered at a place called Magnesia. The substances having the property of attracting iron are now known as magnets. This is how the story goes. In any case, people now have discovered that certain rocks have the property of attracting pieces of iron. They also found that small pieces of these rocks have some special properties. They named these naturally occurring materials magnets. Later on, the process of making magnets from pieces of iron was discovered. These are known as artificial magnets. Nowadays, magnets are made in different shapes such as rectangular bar, cylindrical bar, U-shaped or horseshoe-shaped and dumbbell-shaped poles of magnet. We observed that iron filings, if they are present, stick to a magnet rubbed in the soil. Did you observe anything special about the way they stick to the magnet? Finding directions. Magnets were known to people from ancient times. Many properties of magnets were also known to them. You might have read many interesting stories about the uses of magnets. Huang Tiai, an emperor of China, had a chariot with a statue of a lady with an extended arm. The statue could rotate in any direction and would always rest with its extended arm towards south direction. The emperor used it to locate directions when he used to go on his chariot to new places. Make your own magnet. There are several methods of making magnets. Let us learn the simplest one. Take a piece of iron and place it on a table. Then stroke it with one pole of a bar magnet in one direction only. Without lifting the bar magnet, move it along the length of the iron piece till you reach the other end. Now lift the bar magnet and bring the same pole to the same point of the iron piece from which you began. Move the bar magnet again along the iron piece in the same direction in the same manner as you did before. Repeat this process about 30 to 40 times. Bring some iron object near the iron piece to check whether it has magnetized or not. If not, repeat this process some more times. Remember that the pole of the magnet and the direction of its movement should not change. You can also use an iron nail, a needle or a blade and convert them into a magnet. A few cautions. Magnets are used in many electronic devices such as electric motor, audio and video, cassettes, television, picture tubes, music systems, loudspeakers, compact discs and computer printers. All these electronic devices have components or parts that get affected by a magnet. Magnets become weak if they are not stored properly. Also, magnets lose their properties if they are heated, hammered or dropped from height. The following cautions must be taken to keep magnets safe. They should not be heated, hammered or dropped from a height. A bar magnet should be kept in pair with opposite poles on the same side. They must be separated by a piece of wood and two pieces of soft iron should be placed across their ends as shown in figure. For a horseshoe-shaped magnet, a piece of iron should be kept across its poles. Magnets should be kept away from all the electronic devices.